OK OK，嗯哼
哦，
，OK，
好，那我们开始啊。
开始啊。
等等，我按个东西。等一下哦，试音试音，喂，哦啊，你帮我开了吗？我跟你讲个话，小声的，你讲个话，随便一句都可以。好，可以，没收到。好，那我们就哈，好，那开打哦。
嗯哼。
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Oh, 好，我
I
们可以开始
felt。groggy.
嗯哼。
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on
我刚才突然才
television.
想到一件事
I
情，
couldn't
天哪！
think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty
那
sheets of
个
paper
关于
here.
我们那个
No
故事里面的
manuscript
职业，
pages.
对不对？保全也算一种职业，对不对？
对，我按个东西哦。
嗯哼。
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan.
虽然说还想要继续，但是我先调一下语言，我的那个输入法又卡住了，这个输入法会在烦我的。我调整一下哈。
慢慢来啊。
嗯。 不知道为什么他每次让我玩《心理杀手》的时候，我的输入法的英文美国就会直接消失，然后只剩下我的中文繁体跟那个日文。
What？
我不知道，他现在整个很混乱，把我气死。每次都要重新安装一次，气死。啊，早点把它玩完吧。
OK，
来吧。
I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
这句话我看
It's
到
all，in your head. You've been making
你没在看着，好吧？
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
不想理他，不是很想理这个医生，对不对？
没有啊，他刚刚说了，
嗯
他知道他在说谎，但他在这个医生注射的药物之下，他必须很努力才能去反抗他所说的话，就是才能去避开去相信他说的话。
Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle
所以
had
这
been
个
when
所以
I
这个
arrived
医生
with
是有
Alice.
问题的。
Now there was nothing but waves.
嗯，
这个医生是有问题
It
的。
seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
按 tab 可以切换，我都忘了。
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all, I'm
Heitman
the one
obviously
trying to
loved his
bring
own
you out
voice.
of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Scary,
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
哎，等一下，天狼，
Kidding.
嗯
他是不是侮辱你的职业？
嗯哼哼哼，反正到时候就死了。啊，剧透。
Come on, this way.
没事，没事，这个不要说我对心理医，不要我说对那个，不要说我对这种，但通常担任这种角色都会这样子。
You
懂
might
我
have
说，
noticed the typewriter in your room.
心理医生也很累啊，其实，懂我说。
As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
严重居住锤是不是？
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
他说鼻子被贴那一个，
要被他人打过。
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
原稿。他们怎么会有原稿？
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he
很恐怖
experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the
不是
power
一直
surging
不是，我是说原稿可能不是他写的，懂我说？也有可能是赞恩写
There
的，
was fear.
懂我说？
If not
就
for
跟那个
Paul,
剧情里面说的一样，
因为他们的那个
难道说他是
but Emil
他
came
创造出来的？
He too went away with words.
不是我的意思说是，你知道
My
就
head was
是
clearing up,
那
or
个
according to Hartman,
就是因为他们在
back into the fantasy.
那个湖不见得不是在70到80年代嘛，对不对？刚好也是这两兄弟活着的年代啊，
The
不是
Andersons
吗？
made more sense.
对不对？所以他们可能跟赞恩也有问题的。
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine, clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
他只是指那个女性这样子。
This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the
问那个老太太
landlady.
这样。
She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion.
旁边是夜犬的东西。
Dead now. Leukemia.
对吧？
Stitches,
夜犬
那个
的游戏
是桌游，桌游啊，他们在玩。
啊，哎，子和怎么了吗？
I am tired, man. So tired.
是那个药物的关系。CPU 散热器已经没有风扇了 ，What the hell？
总之，他那个医生用的药也很有问题哦。
对啊，GTN 的压60度以内，好屌。那前面就说啊，他的四肢无力，应该是被注射药物。
嗯哼。那个嘛，扩松那个嘛，
肌肉松弛剂。
不，肌肉松弛剂不可能那么快恢复。
Because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up.
哎呦，抱歉，我通知跳出来。
Either because they have feelings too, and I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me, and everyone should just shut up.
所以我们一路存理智记到24号嘛，对不对？好的。
every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed, and that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
现在这边的精神状况都有问题。
啊。
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
这个不算庸医吧？他是你知道，
The storm is almost
算是真的有在帮人，真的有在帮人
I'd
吗？
hate
我
to
在
be
想，
out there tonight.
谁知道呢？就是拥有医学知识的，懂得如何控制人的精神。
但是他是希望把，到底是基于什么理由不知道，只是他是希望。
Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
前面有个发光的东西，
有 QR code， 要扫吗？
是怎么扫啊？
拿赖扫啊？来，
我试试看。
我也来扫个吧。
不会跑出吓我的东西吧？
会也好啊。
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
有扫到了。他叫什么康什么？我的画面是这个，我传给你看。
不用，我现在扫到。
那个不是一个人在点头吗？我先给
你可以
一个人点头，
你可以去 Google 那个意思啊，它就是一个 GIF。你 Google 看看吧，有 Google 翻译。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
“便秘”
360呢？
那个 GIF 图是便秘。
好问题。
不是 GIF 图，它跑出来字是便秘啊！
笑死。
Constipation 啊，便秘的意思啊。
My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did you get a damn hammer? Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, witch. Oh, afraid of the crazy.
后面有个红色的东西，刚才那个走了。
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Barry， 有这个？
那个在发
电机，我没有电池。
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
他拿那个铁锤。
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal name.
这两个老人其实意外的很恐怖。
但问题是他为我们制造了机会。
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am
Barry?
famous!
Ow! About Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
那边不开锁吗？
我自己看一下，因为那边主线了。
哦。为什么大家都这么多蜘蛛一下员工？员工。
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just
go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
他拿到原稿了，是不是？
这边我可以告诉你为什么，你看他笑。这边我可以告诉你为什么。这边的黑暗力量是经由创作，你没发现吗？我们这边写出来的东西。
When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark.
这是前面的部分。
The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio
因为
letter as the
这边的故事就是那个湖有神秘的力量，你的创作会影响。那哈特曼本来想要利用这个力量去利用艺术家来那个完成他的那个美好的世界，结果他现在反被那些吞噬。
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time.
莫特就是那个绑匪。
哦，那他完蛋了。我记得他不是挂了，
那绑匪已经挂了。这是为啥他当时说给你2天呢？
那哈特曼也挂了，是不是？
谁知道？
只是在这之后，我就没看到那个人了，这样子。
是。哦。
I don't like this。屋子里其他人都跑掉了，是不是？
是。
所以移出来那个，发电机没电池。
对黑暗力量来说 ，Alan Wake 是最好用的那个，
因为他是最好的创作者，
最好的创作者，所以他们不会准许哈特曼这样子搞。
嗯哼，因为黑暗力量也想要出来，
没有，他们就是要利用他来那个。
让自己出来，
来让自己出来啊！那哈特曼这样乱搞的话，当然没有用啊。因为哈特曼是很自私的人啊！啊，天哪！哦，
所以自己那边是书柜还是什么生物啊？
那是那个雕像。
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
就是以前他是想要控制那些创作人去
对，因为你成为创作人，你就会那个。
这种危机总告还是可以看电视的。
加一点看一下就好。
嗯哼。 你觉得我们该躲吗？
把他撞。哎呦！哎呦喂！
要让他去撞本是不是？
哎呦喂！
巴瑞也不错。
You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
所以哈特曼是知道这座湖的真相，但是他想去塑形，结果变成这个样子。
他想要把那个狐狸拿来利用，创造他那个心目中的美好的世界。
但现在他被反被吞噬了。
对。
那没人知道说那个他们冲过去之后他被干嘛了，这样。
他变成黑暗的俘虏了。
哦。
一般人根本反抗不了黑暗。
更别讲说这种妄图控制黑暗的人，这样。
你只会被反过来吞噬而已。
哦，转个戏哦。硬直。
Damn it！
怎么了吗？原稿吗？
我就知道。哎呦！我在找那个。 看有没有东西可以走。别相信艾德曼。是啊，我知道。
艾德曼是谁啊？
就是那个医生，阿特曼。
哦。
Full-side stage, complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon.
Don't trust the Hartman.
Crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
旁边，等一下，过去。对。 那个巴瑞他那边有灯光还好是不是？
那他们主要会跟着那个，他们主要会跟着他。
有创作者能力的人，那些没有创作者能力的，他他们不是很重视这样子。
那就是那会变成那个黑暗俘虏，但巴瑞你知道他那边没有问题。
他有灯光，我记得他那边有个灯，我刚才有瞄到，大只佬。
那就用这个方式解决他。
哦，那个也变成黑暗俘虏了。那这应该是哈特曼吧？
那另外一个，
坚持
要补给够。那个守卫。哦，对。
よし。
我靠！
哇，你怎么跑那么快？
有消耗到它就好。那个鸟太烦。可是重点是那边得换血去过。那时候可以闪过鸟，但这个游戏的闪躲机制并不是你想象中那么友善。好险后面还捡到一把信号枪，不然我还要再耗很多时间。
反正一般普通人的就是说，只要不要去触碰黑暗，就不会被吞噬，就这么简单。
对。
那巴瑞知道怎么对付那些东西，巴瑞知道怎么应付那些东西的，毕竟已经看过一遍了。
反正只要有光就好了。
嗯哼。
阻止手上的光芒不要被他们弄到就好，或者站在光下。
这边应该有东西
啊！那就。
Now we need to fight to.
Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
喜贺，
喜贺。很抱歉，这个游戏不叫纯爱战士。有听懂我的梗吗？
我知道。
我觉得很厉害，可以单手上拿一个双管散弹枪，也很强。
火海鸟。
换手枪。
这游戏新燃枪范围比较短，没有那个散射范围没有你想象那么大。
嗯哼，这就换枪了。哦，
我刚是要测试一下散射范围，因为弄得好的话就可以全部都消掉型。
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow.
这是在我们那个出问题的时候，他那个。
Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
他没遇过这种事情，但我说他就没有人可以理解这种。
谁真的遇过这种事情？
有遇过还能活下来 ？First time， 克苏鲁。
First time，
因为克苏鲁调查员表示 First time， 这样子。来了。我看到有那个箭头哎。哦 ，Frag 啊！
这边就可以找到。
但是至少你有不错的东西可以用。
嗯哼。
Flare gun。我可以看到前面有人影，注意一下。
那是巴瑞。
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even though on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you.
汤姆是刚才的吗？
汤姆赞恩，另外一个作家。
嗯哼。也是一个很厉害，就是他那个是
就是那个
作家，
对啊，我们当时那个湖中小屋看到的作品都是他的。
嗯哼。哦，对他应该他没事，因为他那边有灯光。
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
哦，对啊，我们后面那个灯光是也坏了。
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. Just hang on.
什么时候你总统版？
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
你还带那个
Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live it.
你要买张红外线热射器给我，我要住在那里面。
要变成绝命终结啊？哦。
你说变成什么东西？讲
要被绝命终结战了。
绝命终结战？为什么？哦，你说那个日晒红，
要被绝命终结战了，还算了。
你要给我买张日射机，我要坐在里面。
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry.
Uh-oh.
You just need to find it. Look out! Lost
所
my
以是
gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
刚才不是有听到巴瑞在讲话吗？
有啊，他没有反应到啊。
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! You okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
巴瑞也知道该怎么办了，这样。
巴瑞也是蛮可怜的。
怎么说呢？
很可怜啊，就在这里。
就是他被卷入这一切了，这样子。
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would be a disaster if I didn't catch Barry.
向他造成了兰博。
没有，他确实留在那边很危险了，我觉得。
他没有足够多的物资可以对抗。当然，我们这边可能更惨。我现在是手无寸铁，跟失忆症一样。
他这边是主要是说他想要击败Alan， 然后将他同化，变成自己的俘虏这样子。
啊，哦是，悬崖想办法。悬崖想办法。
他能够操控的物件是一定的。
对啊。啊！要会这边卡住。我也拿到那个原稿。
这样子我们才可以知道发生什么事情。这样子。
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
好问题。我还是得回去那边看一下。
我建议你最好把灯开着。
里面悬崖吗？OK， 好吧，没事，当我没说，还在跑吧。等我拿到光源再来想，因为那边已经要过。哦，是。然后这边也会。哦，
他好生，他好生气，
他离我好近，
他好生气。
利用那个石头就可以挡。啊，果然跑，他们就会放弃去抓那个东西。
感觉他们使用这些要移动这些物品也是很耗能量的。
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
OK。
得找到一张。哦，发现金。
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and
我
almost
一直搞不
became a
懂这个
murderer.
奈丁格
His
到
hands
到底
shook
为
and
了
his
抓
throat
他干
felt
嘛？
tight
这
and
样。
dry.
嗯哼，
Biting
有
his
看就
teeth,
是
he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to
现在发现我时光画面有点卡，等一下，等我一下。
嗯哼，那我去下厕所，等下回来。
好 ，OK。
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. 啊，刚路上被追杀，差点就死了。
我刚看到了 Line，你有看到灯光也血回满了。
所以白天黑暗的活跃度很低啊。
The car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
等下他是在里面躲不住，是不是？
没有，他脑冲了。
以为自己当兰博了，强力手电筒。
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
他们是要前往小王是不是？
没有。
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
那些什么？那些变量是什么？
无说家。
应该出过一个原稿。
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
真的要说最无解的怪是死魂曲，也是死魂曲怪可以算上是排行其中榜上有名吗？对不对？
对啊。
不是、啊，因为死魂曲的怪物你击只能击倒它，你杀不死它。他们不怕捕兽夹吗？
不怕。 差点就踩到。哎。哦，
哦哟。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry?
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
那不是那个不是巴瑞对不对？
不是。
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend.
挂是不是？
Some bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
打死了。所以我们还有一个 BOSS 要的。
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
就是指说这个力量一定要按照协作规则，但规则可以自己拟。
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Let me guess, Danny 哈。
The front door was locked. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Well, we get a car. Oh, that's so weird.
闪光弹跟一个信号火炬够了。
那按照这样讲的话，就是说现在这个故事是，你知道，他自己写出来的。
对，谁知道？到底谁写谁啊？
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot.
Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly. If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
玩意儿，
咖啡杯。
又来了。好。
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
发现这个喘息声都在补给点。
嗯。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
你看，
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
我靠！
God damn!
我靠！
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Shut up, bitch!
Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help them out! Hey, you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked!
Oh, Johnny Depp.
I'll try to get the stage lights on!
哎呦喂！
Please, please, please!
哦，间接涂上，哎，
哎呦，
好硬。
所以代表说那对兄弟是真的有在跟那个，是真的有在跟黑暗战斗的。
就是让
他们准备很多这种东西啊。就算没打过，他们也知道怎么对付那些东西。
哦，那整个炸掉！我靠！我靠，这么凶！
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
美国的那个摇滚的那个。
美国摇滚之都啊。
Hey, Al, this way to the farm.
我们棒动是会那个伤害降低，但可以。
但它是可以连续射击，所以还好。算是高射速的，在这个游戏里面，因为毕竟这游戏没全自动武器啊。有吗？
没有，都是单发型的，都是半自动。半自动不算那个。
半自动吗？速度算高。
No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
刚才还挺嗨的，不是吗？
嗨呀！
刚才嗨爆！你得承认那边还是做的很不错。
Rock and roll。
除了我一直被打以外
，low。
我也换了一个强力的手电筒，真的还不错。如果简单的话，那边会很轻松，因为这手电筒很快就可以直接破掉他们的。
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
虽然说经纪人跟那个有关系，但感觉有点像死党吧。
他们两个好像，他们两个就是死党。
好问题。
前面讲过。他还在拿着那个招牌。
啊，就让他拿着吧。
嘛，搞笑担当啊，还不错。 一句话，身边要有这种朋友，你知道可以在这时候帮你一下。
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and
hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first
real
writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
所以夜泉又是从我们的角色写。哦，那是别人写的。
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this. Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there. I don't know what that means. It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
原来假设那个。
Hey, something's happening here. Yeah? What's that? What? Did you hear that? Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
比如假设梦境是一个世界的话，对不对？假设梦境是一个世界，那会怎么样？这样子？那我们假设一个梦，假设你是梦里的人，那你一醒来后，你的世界就会崩溃，然后别人一做梦时又会有新的世界出现。
但你还是存在于这个世界。
没有，你没有，接下来再一次存在就是别的人，每一次都不一样。所以也许每一个世界都是一个梦境这样子。然后他们坏掉的时候，就是因为那个人醒来了。当世界毁灭，就意味着那个人醒来了。spooky， spooky， 哦，原稿。
哦，
我觉得我得先上个厕所，可乐喝了点。
那你先停一下吧。
看完这个。
Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
来了，
欢迎回来。
哥帮我把面煮好了，太感谢他了。
OK，
好，我们继续。
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
还有巡回演唱会，好屌！哦，好厉害！啊，有看到。啊，你说那个吗？没有没有，那是那个游戏官方送的那个零食箱，一个纪念的东西，也在里面达成条件，他们送过来这样子。嗯。等我一下哦。你有帮我加胡椒吗？ 可以。没有，提醒我一件事情，下次别那么早加。我发现胡椒几乎都会埋在下面。没有，我搅拌一下就好了，只是这汤有点多。OK， 好，我们继续前进。巴拉比迪不迪，我们继续前进。喂，哎呦喂！哦！
我要去买德基吃了。
对啊。
进麦哦。
啊。
I think we can make it through here, Al! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
damn it. Shit.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Ush.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Ah!我靠，超大型龙根机！Oh, come on, man. Not again. Please. Thank you. Phew. 啊，这边坏了，回不去拿东西。唉，哎，被大型龙跟机子的感觉也不错。嗯哼。
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
Hey, what's the holdup? Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies.
Okay.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field.
刚才被龙根鸡追杀了，
This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
然后就，哎，刚超恐怖的好吗？那东西有个大爷。
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
开龙根。
哦，是。
开龙根就。坚定的眼神。
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they
Let's
can
get the
get
lights
wasted.
on, huh? No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though
you're a crazy bastard. I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me. I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Ayo.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead...
Wait a minute. I know.
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
cool. I can get the...
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Emergency power on. Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend. Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy's on the list. Maeve. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I can order one, Al?
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Damn it. Okay.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Real. Yes. Oh. Now you kick her head. One day. Oh shit. Ah. Yes. Okay.
Hey, Sheriff, your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wing. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
我靠，那帮动词在那边轰。OK。 Oh shit.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now. Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
Follow.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
Ah. Wait. Oh. Ah. no. 因为会有东西。啊，行。以2041来说，这是最糟的情况。
Wait, over here! There's light!
Yeah, I see.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
我靠，大家伙来了。
Let's go, Wake. Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
shit 哎，抽子，
他还没到死
啊？
他还没到要死的时候，
他会一直活的。啊！Stop right there, camera stop. Stop right there. Stop right here.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff!
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. and over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
身为警长，有各处的钥匙是正常的。
I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
啊，警长的那个。
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
"说实在话，这个背景如果是在那种现代大都市，而不是这种小镇的话，故事就进行不下去了。
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Huh. 有物资哎，不要、啊，都是看看是物资。
代表什么呢？没错 ，BOSS 战。
boss 不是 ，Let's boss fight boy 。
I'm back。
有物资就是要打 BOSS 啊。
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
很 barber shop。 哦，船。在教堂。
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
啊！不要在我打文字的时候找出来。逃过攻击什么概念？
就是防护盾吧。
应该是撑住这个攻势。Free。
那 FBI 太远了，
被抓走了，被黑暗势力抓走了。
他到底是做什么事？
就是那边啊，
他到底做什么事情？他一直追。
Oh my god 300，我害你好。
Omega 3仔啊，他会一直说 Omega 3对你设定很好。
Fire！
不是那个警探到底知道什么事情？他怎么会被抓走？
直接给他 K 啊！
为什么会被抓走？啊，他看到谁都抓，你为什么他不会被抓走
？OK。
凭什么他有那个
主角公玩？
多少人被抓走了？你还在那边问为什么他会被抓走？这不很好笑吗？
啊，拿来用啊！ 啊！啊！
闪躲啊！天哪！
不是他刚才2连击，我没有按闪躲。他刚2连击的情况下，我按不了闪躲。
啊，有标定点了。
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wade.
刚刚他那个警员很好笑，他表示你知道，他拿枪然后本来要瞄着维克，表示我警告你别再靠近哦，要不然我就等会儿我看过这一幕，然后把那个原稿拿起来就被拽走啊。
OK。
这个，对不对
？Nightingale felt the situation veering out of
这个
his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen.
哎，喂，等等，我好像看过啊，他就被带走。
He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed.
这种感觉真的超恐怖的。你看那原稿，发现你可以看到你自己的死亡。
Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
怕。喂，我好像看过啊。
For it to be free, the dark presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Ah. Shit, I need a coffee. 虽然我是不喝咖啡类型的。有火炉。
今天花了9万块造一个桥，然后我快把9万块赚回来。
你在玩什么？人世间造
动身。
动身哦。结果吃东西时嘴巴闭着哦。
OK，
你抱着紧啊。
Guess that one saw the light, huh?
你看他。
You didn't like that one? A tough audience.
居然全部。哇。
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
你这边可以想象那个。你可以想象他们是身上带着大蒜的那种感觉，然后还带十字架那种感觉。以假设是对抗吸血鬼，他就会这样穿。你可以想象一下那个样子，还蛮讨喜的。OK， 那我们 go。
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Hey, yeah.
I want a headlamp. Last one.
Bastard.
Bastard.
Best.
兄弟对话。
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold.
我想一个头灯，
malevolent,
没有，这最后一个 Bastard。
Trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Pastor.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs.
他那边在玩那个猎犬的那个台词。
Night Spring。
他玩那个梗，我就，无意冒犯的。
是他，这
很讨厌那个2连击。
这是他，我怎么看你玩一点紧张感都没有？
啊？没有啊，因为主要会拉距离啊。主要会拉距离啊，而且都是
铁卷门玩超紧张的
啊！
然后看蓝色铁卷门玩超紧张的，看你玩一点紧张感都没有。
没有啊，因为你知道怎么玩这种类型的游戏，你就会很方便了。所以你要看的就是不会玩射击游戏的人，懂我吗？蓝色铁卷门玩就超嗨了。因为我是有在我好友那边通关噩梦难度人啊。所以这个游戏对我来说，我知道，你也嗨啊
，Battery，
还有一个，你能不能不要一次给我这么多的东西？怎么感觉这是非常不妙的场景啊？
是，
猎枪只有23发，先换霰弹枪。
因为要上直升机了，所以他会给你很多东西。等一下要打 BOSS， 进去，屋子里面应该有的，
感觉得出来。刚好有互动。
要冲门，要冲。
卡住。要来掩护他们。
关门放狗。
Survive。
在那边等。
哦，他每次2连就很讨厌。Survive。啊
！Charger， 3度，
我Jackie，
射他，再射一发，再一发，没了。
然后，哦，
等下可以射油桶。等下人多一点就射油桶。
他不让我躲。哎呦，哎呦，啊干！
来不及。
OK， 没问题。よし。Now sit down. Shit. 哎呦喂，
但后面
哦，啊，这么近，
这样换枪比较快。
没事，刚刚只有一只而已。我所以说我刚努力的那个跳过检查项目。哦，我
该检查什么？
检查项目啊，你还是得检查那些东西啊。
哦，他开启直升机，启动直升机。
屋顶上有个。让下来。
啊！哦，
不要碰。
被我干掉一个，来不及打太乱。
干掉一个也不错。
打电池。
那是医生吗？
医生不会走。
啊！
这样直接上去，直接上去，直接上去。等一下也不能，等一下也不会继承，直接上去。整个蛋呢
Just get me a Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every... Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
有一个很完美的读者。
And that's the dam further up the river.
碰得到水坝。
Here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
这进站也太厉害了
吧！鸟要来攻击人的。这就是为什么你不绑安全带会出的事情。这是为什么我都叫你上直升机要绑安全带。再不绑安全带啊，艾伦！
啊，还好我手链还在。
然后你的左边手拿还在。
然
后看清楚你手上的手电筒是什么？
哦，那
强力手电筒
没有，一般的，一般的而已。 Shining。
我跟你说了，不用拿，不会继承。
No， 我期待他，但他让我失望了。大家要过来，要一点一滴烧很累。放开啊！
保温杯。好，你边走边烧。先走，先走。
好。
好，顺带一提，现在是没有枪。
我知道。
要走下去。
哎呦，
只有弹药，枪在旁边。电池。
Battery. Okay, we have gone.
再仔细搜查一下，正常。里面那个车库门，正在看。
让我们穿过去啊。
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
然后拿手机。
对。这些声音听起来不妙。
后面。
哇！啊哈，没想到吧？我有手电筒。
小黑。
哇，这是你制定的吗？还是你找到的？所以哦。
进去。
啊！
直接进去就好，直接进去就好。
只有这些吗？可以换别的吗？
这边还能找我找。哦，放东西。
左边柜子上，
好多东西。好吧。
这个左边柜子上还有东西，在左边柜子上还有东西。
哪边？这边？
在左。有吗？没有。
没有。OK，
是我看错了。
错了，没事。
爬上去。右边。那边有发电机。
是不是发电机？
哦，不是那个收音机。
应该可以听到东西。
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends.
你还在工作哦？
I guess it's just, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
没有得下去，不用钓鱼。
What？ 啊呀！
啊！
哦，干！
没有，他挡到了，要靠近点射。
不用想太，不要想太。
Right now， 躲避。
MP5 该不会只丢那一个吧？
Nice。
这隐藏 API 真的是放影片，真放那个样子吗？有点假其实。
是他。是他旁边那个，是那个。
哦。Shining。哎呦，
老师。
去丢一下垃圾。
你不躲还不会被打到。
躲了反而出事，笑死我！干人物，后退。原来前面的那个家伙是已经解除了。
再离你很近。躲。
哎，喂！
躲！
啊，可以，没事。真刺激啊！这 BG 也太那个。
走吧，在你后面。
那应该没东西。
柜子上。柜子上。另外一边。
啊！
有没有变柜子？你变柜子？
嗯，对啊，那个柜子都没东西啊！我想我们得救了，短暂的。现在我们暂时安全了。
去发电机。
It was close, but I had to find a way across.
这边有开关。
よし。Got it. Go go.
开关。
Open. Baby 的外乡人。
小心哦，他到处都有高二的。这里比较接近几？
解谜吗？
后面那个箱子，这个，那边那个变电室，
这个
变电室，对对。好。
啊 ，checkpoint。 哎呀，
退回你的那个，
哎，那叫直接爆掉。
往后退，退回你的那个变成那里。你有阶梯，你比较好打他。退。哎
，nice。Baby 的外乡人。
是他。
Baby 的外乡人。哦。
Baby 的外乡人打法。
喂，
追过去，背后小心哦！
哎呦，好快啊！哎，啊，最后方怎么没打出来？最后方打不出来。哎，看一下。
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Huh. 这个电池品牌，边，左边，右边过去，左边，边，左边，右边，
啊，推过去，
哎。 Baby 位，
给我过去啊！
好，右边。
等一下，先等等。
对啊，我说右边呢。
别指挥我啊，我知道怎么办。
推高机啊！推高机！
你要我上去的？
上面应该有东西。
不是，我按钮在下面。 不是有东西，而是我们只能走那边走。
笑死！
不是有东西，而是我们只能走那里。
然后上面
原稿，
有张原稿，
漂亮。哎，
别想了。
哎，我还是上来啦。
Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
往下跳，再往下跳。Checkpoint。你说你要绕一大圈，看的。
啊，我想开去第一。
过墙。
这才2张而已，就快死，就快那个。
到发电站就结束了，我记得。不能开车啦。
没有，我只看一下，感觉里面有东西。
里面应该有东西。
先看那个。哦嘿！
果然有东西。
有东西这件事情倒是对的。
只跟我们想的东西不太一样。
对。
好强。
好，我也有榴弹炮。
然后你还是得进来。
对。
因为你要按那个桥。
金瓜。
怎么了吗？
这个。
如果是我就不会出去。
你要订阅这个东西吗？
在哪边？
要
哦，
这个。
等下出去一路直冲。
哦，看到了。
把它当 L4D2 玩。哇！爆炸，他过不来。
哎。
好吧，你能出去，你要去，对。他现在变成整桥了，各位。
可恶，黑暗又来了。You don't know the power of the dark side。
干嘛？
好，
我照着自己在走。
趁现在，快跑！快跑，一路跑过去。跑啊！
不是他耐力不够，我跑过去。
嗯。
乌鸦。用堵的，这样比较打。
啊，走不太掉。
这个。画面。
嗯？走。
OK。
保温瓶。
靠背。点开来就得看。
Nice breeze.
Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Oh, Martha, what did you want to show me? Lydia, thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
来死呗！这一集是谁呀？哎，那桥停下来。啊！来，棒！也是。
所以现在第4章了嘛，对不对？
现在第5章了。
你会破完的。
哎，那总共几章我忘了。
6章吗
？6章吗？那明天就可以做结尾啦。啊，恶魔模式等之后吧。我发现我来实况一下 GTA 啊！
鸟啊！进去，他叫你进去，你要直接跑进去。
啊！没想到吧？哎呦，我靠！第一次遇到敢冲的。
那个里面的东西。
第一次遇到敢冲的，吓死我！敢冲进这个光芒的，平常都是在外面就消失。其实只是啊，刹不住了。
很多的战斗，
感觉出来。
等一下一定会有很多的战斗。
我想讲，
从上面跳下来呀！后退。
哎呦喂！
整个蛋。
成就解除打字以外的才能。
啊？
成就解除除了打字以外的才能。
射击。
我还会修保险丝。再说触电。
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
去吧。
补给点上面都有。
里面有超多东西。
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
超亮。
It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
We won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, I want a secret route, a lit route.
这时候突然发现很厉害，所以那些车都是他开的。
Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's raining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
去关那个点，去关。没有不。
啊！
过来呀，过来呀 ，Bester！ 射一下，再射一下，
后退，后退 ，Bester！
他不怕了，他不怕了。
我怕他就是开枪。
Cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades. I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
这个按钮那边，解谜游戏。好，去吧。 然后等一下就御敌，
不要啊！
等走到第二格的时候，御敌，
哦，御敌，
等走到第三格的时候，御敌，
哦，
哦，没有，
可恶怎样？啊，我们要御敌，
不然你现在跑，啊，是，要，因为你没有趁着。
Transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
现在变成跑酷了。回去。等好御敌，一定会御敌。
我要去下令。 啊，让我过去，谢谢。
上去关电，上去丢根的燃料棒。
嗷！
再丢一颗，再丢一颗。
你敢这样吗？你敢这样吗？你不敢，我也不敢，我也不敢。Phew.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built a well-lit room
够了，主要是那一方，
It's been waiting for you.
2发就可以带走一个大的。
Characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with life, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! Sweet love!
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
哎呦，
如果他是蹲着着地的话，就很好看。
一
他跌倒了。
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor.
我觉得看这边没有意义。
Telling her what she already knew. They were going.
等下，巴瑞应该还会活着啦。巴瑞还没到他的事情。 对啊，
对啊，
直接走就好了，直接走就好。对，你直接走就好了。
看一下。
不是走那边吗？
也有木头可以踩。
后面。
哎呀！
干我鼻塞了。 吸不到空气。
Barry! Sheriff Baker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
屋子在路上。
Barry! Barry!
Right there.
Over here! Hang in there, I'm coming!
等吧，等光弹。嘿嘿嘿，
嘿嘿。好，给他打。虎豹小霸王。
啊，居然没有。
The flaming eye of Mordor?
天啊！啊，看你那棵圣诞树好朋友。
什么？
你看看你的圣诞树好朋友。
要巴瑞啊？他怎么了吗？你说我们圣诞树好朋友吗？
帕多鲁，帕多鲁，
帕多鲁，帕多鲁。圣诞节定义，想要一棵圣诞树，就是将自身化为圣诞树。
好，最棒的圣诞树就是将自身化为圣诞树。好。
Ice Spring。但你在森林里跑了一整个夜晚，然后还被恐怖的乡巴佬追杀的时候，你就知道你的直升机会被坠落在野泉。真小了。
Nice Spring，
糟糕没？
永远都在玩 Nice Spring。你就知道你的直升机会坠落在哪里。
Nice Spring。
天啊！记得你要什么散吗？
啊！近距离引爆！你告诉我。Yeah， 我也没想到。
Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes open.
Please, Al, let's just stay here where it's safe.
他快疯掉。
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
箱子先开。
啊。
那按电梯。
缓慢的。
哦，后面就会来一群人，送他一颗榴弹。
Bye。现在拿他那个吗？
有点浪费。
有削到那家伙的血就好。哦，巴瑞。
没事，巴瑞会吐血。
我知道。一发代表3格血，3发走人的概念。
电梯真慢。
我靠！
Al, hit the button.
Ow, get the phone.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
你看这个电梯下来这么慢，上去那么快。
你旁边还有梯子可以。
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door.
哎，按住。
I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
大家也要留我一个在外面。
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Please be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
Oh! 天哪，被砸到很痛的东西来了。
别怕，我卡住了。卑鄙的外乡人。
他那个，还有一个，
哈哈，没想到吧？被你们自己挡住的东西给挡住了。
Down boy.
Down boy. 障碍物挡障碍物。哎。
had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
笑死！为什么是用鞋盒呢？为什么不能用个保险柜呢？慢慢走就。你等一下。
我靠！
慢慢走，慢慢走。啊！这样快跑！要往上跑，所以你要先。好，可以了，好像全部走掉了。这个游戏还有良心存在吗？天哪，探照灯！探照灯啊！上得吗？
那直接亮瞎你狗眼！
在左边，把它扔下去，走。 右边屋顶上。
哦。
一个掉到悬崖边的。
啊，我一起下来。
不会来打。
打我一下，我不问。
结束了。
Enough. You will go no further.
车子来。
我想这意思说我可以跑了吗？那是什么？啊，什么
保险杆，保险杆啊！
各位看清楚哦，天！小心！哦，哈哈，哦，我靠，我靠，我靠！哦，保温瓶，哦耶，哦，我靠！啊 shit！
要重跑了。
别怕，妥的。
这边。
哪边啊？
上去。这边。
再一次保温瓶。好，谢谢大家。
好，慢点。
哎呀！哎呦！哦，哎呦！
进去。
You made it. Well done. Glad I was wrong. It was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There's no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe.
太猛了吧
Numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
太猛了吧！
就是他这样守几十年嘞。
There's an old army base at Raid Cove Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
所以他这样连续守30年诶，
超强，知道吗？
我现在守30年，敢信吗？
操练。
Because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want
我
to
靠，
climb
好
up
亮哦！
to change them because it's very late and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
原稿。
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
第5章结束啦，记得跳过，有版权。
Chances
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
Wow, quan台了，人家播完就那个。
wants me to. The story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song.
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
保重。
错字你还好吗？感觉很快吐了。
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my
好，就先这样了，关台，谢谢大家。